Junior Jewels, I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess, and we are the hosts of Typical Tuesday Night,
a Taylor Swift podcast. Oh my gosh, you guys, emergency episode. This is insane.
Insane.
I'm shocked. Like, truly,
still,
this is
like,
not what I thought was going to
sinking in.
happen. Yeah.
No, this was not on my 2025 bingo card.
No. Well, and it's funny because literally late last night,
yes,
we recorded our like subscriber episode for like Patreon and Apple subscribers, and we had chatted about our thoughts on like the rumors, right, that were going around that like Scooter Braun was trying to make sure that like Taylor, not make sure, but like Scooter was like over
encouraging.
There you go. That's the word. I was like, what am I looking for? Yeah. Of the masters to Taylor. And I just remember being like, this like, just something about that feels icky to me. And the fact that it was like only found from a certain, like that page 6. And I just felt like the focus was on like Scooter Braun. And I remember being like, I just really hope she doesn't do that. Like, it just, something about that feels icky to me with like Scooter being involved. And then to like today, literally like what, less than 12 hours later? It was probably like about 12 hours later.
Yeah.
What did she do? I'm so happy. Like, it's better than, so much to chat about, but yeah.
So much. Real quick.
Yes.
If you don't know what we're talking about.
Could you imagine?
Slash like.
Just kidding.
I had multiple people message me today saying like, what is going on? What does this mean?
Okay.
So if you don't understand or didn't see, Taylor Swift now officially owns all of her masters. We have literally one of our very first episodes. It's like maybe our second episode ever. We have a whole episode about why she was doing the re-records, the story behind her not owning her masters previously, how Scooter bought them, sold them, all of those details. But just like in a nutshell, basically, it's very in the industry. Like, most artists don't own their masters. That's not like typical. Yeah. Although I think it's kind of the atmosphere is starting to change, especially because of everything that has happened with Taylor. Yeah. And so Taylor has never owned her masters, but she wanted to buy them from her original record label, Big Machine. Big Machine sold them to Scooter Braun, who is kind of a nemesis to Taylor Swift a little bit. So it was like a very painful sale to Taylor. Taylor had the opportunity to purchase back her masters, but the deal was basically like, we will give you one of your masters for every new album you give us. And she just like did not want to do that. And so, because she didn't want to be with her record label anymore. So Scooter bought the masters. They tanked in value. Yeah. Totally tanked. And Scooter was like, crap, this is a bad investment. He sold them to Shamrock. Correct me if I'm wrong. For less than he bought them for?
I think so.
Okay. I think so too. That's what I was remembering.
Yeah.
Sold them to Shamrock, holding Shamrock Capital, whatever, like an investment group basically. And then Scooter was still, he didn't own them, but he was still kind of connected to them / profiting from them. So yeah, then this week there were rumors that her masters were going to be up for sale, and that Scooter was encouraging Shamrock to sell them to Taylor for like a pretty big price tag. And I'm like super curious like what she bought them for. But
well, I saw some stuff about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Okay. I want to like talk about it. You finish your stuff and then I'll bring mine up.
Okay.
Like what I found.
So basically,
because let's see, the original like report that we saw was Scooter Braun is reportedly encouraging Shamrock Capital to sell them back to Taylor for $600 million to $1 billion. So that was like the original. Mm-hmm. So keep going with like your story.
So it's super interesting, and I'm curious. I've been so excited to talk to you, Carly, about this because like we haven't been able to talk about it a lot. Also, just so you know, this episode, even though we're recording virtually, we are recording the video. It will be on YouTube if you want to watch the YouTube video. But so the source, quote unquote source, that was like feeding this story about like Scooter encouraging the sale came from Page Six, which is not, we don't typically trust that, which is why the whole thing felt a little off. Page Six also claimed that they had like the exclusive, like it was like an exclusive story to them, which is why you didn't see it on other outlets. I want to know, Carly, what you think. I was thinking about this today.
Okay.
Do you think Scooter fed that story to Page Six?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that, but makes total sense.
To kind of like see if he could paint himself in like a good light, and then I wanted to read Tree Payne's statement to People. Did you see that?
Yes. I wanted to talk about this.
Yes. So, that's kind of what made me think even more that like Scooter's team maybe like fed that story to Page Six.
Yes.
Because I was like, you'd think he would be allowed to say anything, but where the sale didn't like totally involve him, and he wasn't saying like, Taylor Swift is buying her masters back, and I told them to do it. Like it was more like rumor type story. So the thing from People magazine was a source close to contract negotiations, aka Tree Payne, tells People that the accomplishment comes on the heels of hard work from Swift's team, and that despite a recent report claiming Braun encouraged Shamrock to make the deal, the entrepreneur was not involved. And then the quote says, contrary to a previous false report, there was no outside party who, quote, encouraged the sale. All rightful credit for this opportunity should go to the partners at Shamrock Capital and Taylor's Nashville-based management team only. Taylor now, this is my favorite part, Taylor now owns all of her music, and this moment finally happened in spite of Scooter Braun, not because of him.
Mic drop.
Is there not a more full circle moment that could happen? Like
this was, like, I mean, we know, like, Tree sent this in, right? Like, this is her, and I'm like, this was so well done. Like, so well done. And honestly, like, because, I mean, I had said, like, oh, like, this just feels kind of sketchy to me. Like, I don't know. I don't trust Scooter. But reading Taylor's letter, which we're going to, like, read and kind of dissect in a minute here, reading it, I could tell that the experience of buying this from Shamrock was just night and day difference from anything she had experienced in regards to even trying to negotiate something originally. And so, it just felt like Scooter wasn't involved. And so then to have that People article come out, I was like, okay, like I feel really good about this too. Yeah. Like it just didn't feel, it's exactly what they said. Like it happened in spite of Scooter, not because of him.
Yeah.
Like that's such a mic drop
it gives
moment.
Me goosebumps. Goosebumps.
Well, did you read, like, if you keep reading that article, it says, like, following the news of Taylor's purchase, Braun said in a statement, I am happy for her. I just, like, had an eye roll. Like honestly, like, what else is he supposed to say? Gosh. Right? Like, he has to say, like, oh, yeah, I'm happy for her. But part of me is like, are you? Like, I don't know what your vibe is.
Karma is the breeze.
But for reals.
On the weekend.
100%. Like, 100%.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. Okay, let me go back. I found... This is what happens when I have too many screenshots. Okay, so Billboard came out with an article about it too. And it said, although terms of the deal were not disclosed, given that sources close to the negotiations say Swift paid a price close to the $360 million price tag that Shamrock paid back in 2021. So that would imply Shamrock did not make much, if any, profit off the sale of the assets. However, the financial firm with ties to Disney still made a profit of around $100 million in total over the 3+ years that it owned the records. 6 albums and 2 live albums that Taylor recorded when she signed to Big Machine generated roughly $60 million a year on average globally from 2022 to 2024, according to Billboard's estimates. I know.
Because can you imagine how much that increases when people feel, quote unquote, allowed to listen to it or whatever?
100%. 100%.
Wow.
So yeah, it sounds
Oh my
like
gosh.
yeah, so it sounds like she probably bought it for around 360 million, which I actually think
That's
is really
wild.
cool that it's
Way
about the
cool.
same that like Shamrock paid from it. So it wasn't like
Yes.
they were trying to like the whole thing that I've seen, like any article I've seen about it, this letter that we're going to read, I just feel like it was such a positive like transaction
Yes.
and a negotiation.
Yes.
And I am so happy about that because you could just see how distraught and how discouraged and like it rocked her world back in 2019 when
Yes.
like the negotiations, and she was trying, like she wanted to buy these originally. It's not like she
Mm-hmm.
never did. Like she's
Yeah.
tried this before and it was a bad experience. And so to
Yeah.
like just see the positivity around this one just makes me love the whole thing even more.
I
It's so
just
cool. Ah.
I think like it's still sinking in for me. It's still sinking in for everybody, but like I hope all of us can like really appreciate this for what it is. Like obviously we've all been like clowning hard for rep and like
Yeah,
so excited for things like that. And it's so silly that there's some people online complaining
I know.
about like the future of
Just
rep, which we'll
like,
get into.
yeah.
But like I hope everyone can like as much as possible fully appreciate like this today is got to be a holiday for the rest of our lives, May 30th.
Well, yeah, aren't they
This is
calling it like Tay Pendants Day?
tape. It's like this is massive.
Oh,
This is
100%.
massive for Taylor. It's massive for the industry. Like this is a huge moment.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
if there was slash there probably is slash there probably will be Taylor Swift history books, like
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the moment,
Yeah.
like the moment.
Oh, 100%.
Oh my
Like it's
gosh.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
those
wild.
pictures
I love them
just make me want to
so
cry.
much. Like
Oh,
they are, I know, I
they're
just like
so
keep
sweet.
looking at them. They were I love the like simplicity of it
Yes.
and what it like showcases of just like I don't know, like these are my babies, like in a
I
way, like as
know.
lame as
Yeah.
that probably sounds, but like
Seriously.
she looks so genuinely just like happy.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at it right now and I'm just like that smile is like there is no fake about
No.
anything on that. Like she is radiating joy.
Yeah.
And like seeing all six of those albums together,
I know. The original artwork.
I
Ugh.
I didn't realize how much I loved seeing the originals.
Yes.
I think because for like I mean what the last 6 years, you know, it's been like I mean we've talked about this. Like we're not the type of Taylor Swift fans that were like you cannot listen to Reputation, you cannot listen to Debut. You know what I mean? Like I've
Yeah.
been like you know what? Listen, like I truly don't think she cares. Like she's obviously putting out the music because she wants to own it, and
Yeah.
that is the way that she's able to do it. Um, but it's just like so I think I've been focused like clearly on like the Taylor's versions, and I'm happy to do
Yeah.
that and like excited about it.
Yeah.
But on it, like I am so excited that she owns the originals in like a selfish way as well, because I am just
Oh
like
yeah.
seeing those on there and just like realizing, oh my gosh, like technically those are Taylor's versions now. Like she owns
Yeah.
those,
I
and like
know.
I feel so happy for her. I cannot even fathom how
How
she
she
feels
feels. Seriously. I saw
because this
some
is what
people
she's always
talking.
wanted.
I really hope that this is included in whatever
Oh my
future
gosh,
documentary we get because I would
yeah,
love to see like and like I think Tess was talking about this like this letter gives us a tiny peek into like how she's felt and how she's currently feeling, but like to see maybe some of the pain that it's caused her
yeah,
like in a documentary and then the contrast of like the joy that this
yeah.
is bringing to
Oh,
her, it would just be like so
I
special.
know. And honestly,
oh my gosh.
I just like randomly keep thinking about like her and Travis. And
Yeah,
the fact that like she the fact that she like has him to like get excited
like,
with her and like celebrate
him.
and like I saw that he had like liked her post and I'm just like, this is so cool that she had him to be able to like celebrate and not that. Yeah, I'm not even gonna like clarify it. Like, people
don't need a man, but like
but,
obviously
like, it's fun
to have a partner to like be excited
100%.
with.
Yeah,
and you know he is stoked for her. You know.
Oh yeah, it's so cool.
It just it makes my heart so warm. Like, she's coming off the tour of the century, the biggest tour that just like filled her cup so much. Honestly, like she was at like rock bottom and then she like does this tour that just is so fulfilling and then she meets this guy that's just like amazing and then she gets her music back. Like, just if there's a top of the mountain moment, it is today.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, 100%. I just like, I love it so much. I did want to bring up, because we kind of were talking about this, of, you know, like with the re-records, I feel like a lot of us, and like me included at like times, I feel like we forgot the whole point of it, right? Yeah. Like, it was so that she could own her music. Like, that was the entire point. And so when I see people like getting upset online, it literally blows my mind, because I'm like,
it's so insane.
You don't understand. Like, you have lost sight of what this was all about. Like, the entire time, it was just so she could own her music.
Rep TV is not the dream.
Yeah.
Owning the original Rep is the dream.
Yes.
Like, oh my gosh.
No, that is, I feel like we can just like end the podcast there. Yeah, we're not going to, but that's it.
It's like they act like Reputation doesn't exist, and because she's not releasing it, like, they can't have it. It's like, it's there for you to just
listen,
enjoy it.
Guilt-free now.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's wild. So, okay, I think what we should do is read this letter that she posted and kind of like chat about it a little bit. Does that sound good? Do you want to go first?
Do you want the beginning or the end?
I don't care.
I can go first.
Okay.
Also, well, never mind. I'll circle back.
Okay.
Okay, it says, "Hi, I'm trying to gather my thoughts into something coherent, but right now my mind is just a slideshow. A flashback sequence of all the times I daydreamed about, wished for, and pined away for a chance to get to tell you this news. All the times I was this close reaching out for it, only for it to fall through. I almost stopped thinking it could ever happen after 20 years of having the carrot dangled, then yanked away. But that's all in the past now. I've been bursting into tears of joy at random intervals ever since I found out that this is really happening. I really get to say these words. All the music I've ever made now belongs to me. And all of my music videos, all the concert films, the album art and photography, the unreleased songs, the memories, the magic, the madness, every single era, my entire life's work. To say this is my greatest dream come true is actually being pretty reserved about it. To my fans, you know how important this has been to me. So much so that I meticulously re-recorded and released 4 of my albums, calling them Taylor's version. The passionate support you showed these albums and the success story you turned the Eras Tour into is why I was able to buy back my music. I can't thank you enough for helping to reunite me with this art that I have dedicated my life to but have never owned until now." It makes me want to cry. Like, I was crying earlier a lot today. I feel like the tears are gone, but
you're like,
today there were tears.
There's just like so much. I'm like, I don't even know. I think one of the first things that stood out to me, like in the very first section, was all of the times I daydreamed about, wished for, and pined away for a chance to get to tell you this news. All the time I was this close, reaching out for it, only to have it fall through. I almost stopped thinking it could ever happen after 20 years of having the carrot dangled and then yanked away. To me, that makes me wonder what else has happened that we don't know about.
Yeah, that we don't know.
Like, how many times has she tried to buy these?
Yeah.
Even before 2019.
Oh, yeah. I wonder, like, especially with Big Machine's attitude of, like, give us one, we'll give you another. Yeah. You wonder if all along the way they were doing things to be like, we'll do this. We'll then do this, and then do that, and then do this, and then do that.
And then, which, if that happened, then that makes that 2019 moment just even more
deep
gut-wrenching. Yes. To be like, oh, this, like, when I read that, it really made me think about, this is not a one singular instance. No. This is something that has been happening for a very long time, which then makes it even better.
I know. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine. She's just going to be on cloud 9 forever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you get me down off this cloud? Not happening.
Well, and I've been bursting into tears of joy at random intervals ever since I found out this was really happening. Because I'm sure that's one of those moments that feels unreal.
Yeah.
Like those pinch me moments where you're like, is this actually happening?
Yeah.
Like, wait.
It's not going to fall through. It's not going to get yanked away. Like, I'm really going to get a have this.
And I mean, that's what she said. This is my greatest dream come true.
Yeah.
And, like, actually being pretty
even
reserved
that
about it.
Being reserved, yeah.
Which is so cool. And it's cool, I mean, leave it to Taylor to recognize the fans.
Yes.
Because it honestly is insane to me how much, and I think this says a lot about Taylor as a person, as an artist, that her fans, we just jumped right on that train with her and said, you want to record your music so you can own it? We are here for you. Like, we will go rebuy everything, you know? I will have 2 vinyls.
Carly will buy it on iTunes again.
I know. It's so funny too. Like, I was talking to my husband about it and I was like, this is super stupid, but part of me is kind of sad now that I don't get 2 reputations and 2 debuts. Like, my collection feels off now. Like, I need 2. Like, this feels weird. And, like, clearly that's not the point. But it's funny because it's like, I loved that. I was like, you're putting out new stuff. I want it. Like, I want to support you. I want to listen to it. I want to stream it. I want to vote for you. Like, all of the things. Like, and it was so cool to see her fandom do that for her.
Just jump right on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Okay, let's keep going. So she said, all I've ever wanted was the opportunity to work hard enough to be able to one day purchase my music outright with no strings attached, no partnership, with full autonomy. That also shows me exactly what you were talking about.
Yes.
You know, like, and it's so sad that she's like, all I ever wanted was the opportunity to work hard enough.
I know.
You know, with no strings attached. It's like, okay, so what were they telling her? You know, all along the way, which we know one of them, it was the whole like buyback thing, but she says, I will be forever grateful to everyone at Shamrock Capital for being the first people to ever offer this to me. The way they've handled every interaction we've had has been honest, fair, and respectful. This was a business deal to them, but I really felt like they saw it for what it was to me. My memories and my sweat and my handwriting and my decades of dreams. I am endlessly thankful. My first tattoo might just be a huge shamrock in the middle of my forehead.
Obsessed.
Like, that honestly gives me so much chill. Like, because that to me, that is what I've been worried about.
Yeah.
Because she has just had so much crap with like Scooter. And even Scott, like, it has just been not good. And so to, like, have her, and clearly this meant a lot to her because she did not need to put that in this letter.
No.
Like, she could have easily left that out and just talked about, like, I'm so happy that I was able to do this. But, like, also how cool for her to recognize somebody that was finally there for her and being like, I couldn't have done this without them. And I appreciate when other people are fair and honest and respectful. Like, is that all? Well, it's like all I ask for. Like, I get that it's a business deal. And I think she clearly gets that.
But also, like, I think it's so cool of them, and I hope that their business just gets all the good
Yes.
karma from this
Yeah.
because it is a business still for them. But like, and the value of them are gonna skyrocket now.
Yeah.
But they could have easily been like, we'll sell it back to you for like the same thing we bought it for. All we ask is we get this teeny tiny
Yeah.
percentage
Yeah.
of like royalties, or like
Yeah.
they could have easily asked for that, but they must be Swifties. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it just goes to show again, like obviously the person Taylor is, the way people can appreciate her artistry,
Yeah.
her as a person. And like I think what she's saying is like it is a business still, but they really like respected like what it all meant to me. And they're like, we're just gonna, it's yours. Like it is yours. So like it's yours.
Yes. 100%. Oh. I like that whole section. I just was like,
I know.
I mean, all of them for different reasons gives me the chills. But,
yeah.
Okay.
I was shocked to see that they just were completely hers. Like, shocked.
I know. I'm sure she was too. Yeah. Well, I mean, she said it. She was like, no one has ever given me this opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just love this whole next section too.
It's
for honestly, like totally opposite reasons from the last part. And then she goes, I know. What about Rep TV? She's like, she knows. She's heard us for the last 4 years.
Yeah. 4 years almost. Maybe 3.5.
But that, it kills me.
It's so funny. She's
okay,
like, I know.
Let's finish TV. And then we'll talk about Rep.
Even the way, just like the way she words it.
I know. What about Rep TV? It's like, okay, I know you guys are happy for me that like I got this, and like thanks for letting me spend like 3 paragraphs about it. Let me get to what you guys actually want to know about. Where's Rep TV? Just like thinking about all of the times we have clowned.
Yeah.
It wasn't even done. Okay, so she keeps going. Full transparency. I haven't even re-recorded a quarter of it.
How long have all of us been saying, it's done and it's just sitting there? You know it. Like, she just needs to put it out.
The way my jaw dropped when I read that part. I was like, oh, I've been fooled. Like, and I don't know why I was fooled because she never gave us any indication.
It makes the, like, because, like, we've always said, like, every big, so, like, for example, recently, the AMAs. After the AMAs, we're just imagining, like, Taylor sitting on her couch at home, like, laughing, just like, this is so funny. This makes it even funnier.
Oh, 100%.
She's like, I can't even get myself to record it, let alone like
I can't give it to you.
Released today.
Like, I bet, because didn't Ed Sheeran say that he had recorded his parts for Endgame?
No, he said he hadn't.
Oh, he hadn't. Okay, I don't know why I thought he had said he had. Okay, so I'm curious, like, what songs then? I mean, obviously, Delicate and Look What You Made Me Do.
True. Yeah.
So, like, maybe just those? Because, like, people reached out and said, like, hey, we want to use these songs. Not that it matters, but anyway. Okay. I haven't even re-recorded a quarter of it. The Reputation album was so specific to that time in my life, and I kept hitting a stopping point when I tried to remake it. All that defiance, that longing to be understood while feeling purposely misunderstood, that desperate hope, that shame-born snarl and mischief. To be perfectly honest, it's the one album in those first 6 that I thought I couldn't be improved upon by redoing it. Not the music or photos or videos, so I kept putting it off. There will be a time, if you're into the idea, for the unreleased fault tracks from that album to hatch. I've already completely re-recorded my entire debut album, and I really love how it sounds now. Those 2 albums can still have their moment to reemerge when the time is right, if that would be something you guys would be excited about. But if it happens, it won't be from a place of sadness and longing for what I wish I could have. It will just be a celebration now. I
love that.
Love that.
So much.
Because it also, like, makes me think about what a weird like bittersweet, I guess is the word that I'm looking for, bittersweet moment when she released these other Taylor's versions.
Yes.
Because she said it right there. Like, where did it go? It won't be from a place of sadness and longing and what I wish I could have. Like, she was doing those to own them, but like by doing that, all she could think about was how she actually didn't own the ones that she wanted to own.
Yes. And it's like, I think it's another example of how like fans kind of lost sight of what all the re-records meant is like, and she's telling us right here, it's like when she re-records an album, we're all just like, yes, 1989 Taylor's version. And she's like, me putting this out is essentially saying goodbye to my original work. And like another like twist of the knife of like, this isn't, you don't get to have this.
And it's hard too, because like the thought just occurred to me. I was like, well, why? Like, because I feel like I remembered the whole purpose, but I feel like I did lose sight at times about the overall thing. And I think it was because I was, this like always sounds so stupid. Like I was seriously trying to be like so excited and supportive for her new like direction. Right. Yes. And I think sometimes that when you do that for somebody, you can lose sight of like why you're actually being supportive. Because you are just trying to
Life
be...
lessons by Carly tonight. Wow.
What? But you know? It's for like, sure. I was just like, okay, I'm sorry that you had this crappy situation happen. But like, I'm going to be your number one fan. Like, I'm going to be so excited when you put this new thing out. And I'm going to be there. And so I guess in my head, it didn't even occur to me that she would be sad and have that longing when she put these new albums out. But like we
were forgetting the big picture for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, okay, there was like a couple of things I wanted to chat about like in that whole spot, and I was like, I just need to keep reading. The part. To be perfectly honest, it's the one album in those first 6 that I thought couldn't be improved upon by redoing it. I love that for her because Rep did not do great in like the whole award circuit. Mm-hmm. And so the fact that she can still say like, I don't think it could be improved. Better. Like I love that album. I loved how it had, like I love how it sounds. I can't make this better. Like it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It wasn't like because people kept saying like, well, she needs to release it now so she can re-put it into the like awards circuit so that it can finally have its moment to win awards. But like the fact then that she almost is just like, it couldn't be better. I love that.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Because we even saw like how sad she was when it didn't get awards. And then also like her immediate reaction to hearing it wasn't like nominated for Grammys or something was, okay, I'll just make a better album.
Yeah.
So I think it shows a lot of growth on her end and being able to like, she knows her, like for her own self without anyone telling her if her work is good or not. She knows it's good and that like it is worthy whether other people can appreciate it in that way or not. And I think that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I hadn't thought of that. I just, that whole little section, I loved so much. Also, I just love the way she writes as if she's kind of like teasing us a little bit, like she did at the beginning.
Yeah.
Where she goes, there will be a time, if you're into the idea, for the unreleased fall tracks.
Is exciting to you.
Which is like so funny because it's like, have we not been asking for Rep TV for like, 3.5, 4 years?
Yeah.
I think we're a little into the idea. I mean, you literally said the vault tracks will be fire. I think that we have you to blame because you told us they would be good.
Don't blame us.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You made us crazy. I love that.
I also,
really? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, well, you go first.
Oh, I was just going to say like a transition. I was just going to say, I love that debut is re-recorded and finished.
Yes.
And that she
and
really
that she
loves
likes
how it sounds. Yeah, I'm like really excited about that.
Because we've been wondering like what's debut gonna sound like. So it's cool to get a little preview from her that she's like, I really love it. Especially to get the honesty of her on rep and like not feeling it when she's re-recording it. And so to hear her say she really loves the debut and that she wants to put it out is exciting.
Yeah. I think I have been more excited for debut Taylor's version just because I'm really excited to like see her growth, see what like she sounds like, but also just like see what those vault tracks are like too. Like which unreleased songs did she pick? Because like we've kind of heard some of them. Like we can kind of get excited about, you know, like I'd Lie and stuff like that. But like Rep, we have no idea. And so like it's like a different excitement. Like they're both
for sure
fun for different reasons. Okay, actually there was one other thing I want to talk about with Rep.
Okay.
Are you good to do that now, or did you have something?
Mine is also about Rep. So go ahead.
Okay, perfect. I'm trying to think of like this gets like a little more serious. But when she says the Reputation album was so specific to that time in my life, and I kept hitting a stopping point when I tried to remake it. I think it's really interesting. Is this what you're going to bring up?
Maybe.
Oh, I just think it's really interesting to think about. I mean, she started re-recording these like after 2019. We know where her and Joe were. Things were not great, especially probably 2021.
We're on the same wavelength. This is where I was
There we go. Perfect. You know, like 2021 was probably around the time that she probably started to like consider re-recording these, especially because when did we get, was it 2022 or 2022 when we got Delicate? Or 20, I was just trying to think of when we got Delicate. Anyway, like recent, like a couple years ago. But anyway, her and Joe were not in a good place. I cannot even imagine being in a not great place with somebody that I've had, you know, a 6-year relationship with, to then go into a studio and have to re-record those love songs that I wrote about somebody that I thought I was going to spend forever with. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I had that same thought.
Do not blame her.
Yeah. Because I feel like when you just surface level read the Rep paragraph, a lot of people's minds probably go to like, oh my gosh, yeah, all that Kanye and Kim stuff was like so hard. And it's like, yes, that's like where the vibe of the album came from, but that is like almost non-existent in the content. Like there's like, this is why we can't have nice things. And like touches of that, but it is almost completely Joe.
Yeah.
And so that's what my thought was like, was it really hard to re-record because this is so fresh? And like, we've talked about how clearly through the re-records of the past albums that she has released, it is bringing up old feelings and memories from that time. And we saw that trickled all throughout Tortured Poets.
Yep.
Because of that. Because of the re-record. That's why we have, or even in Midnight's, would've, could've, should've. Like, those feelings were being brought up again. And, you know, Thank You, Amy, Cassandra, the manuscript. Like, so many. You can tell it's bringing back feelings. So I cannot imagine being in the thick of the hard with Joe and then having to try to recreate the like, call it what you want, gorgeous
dress,
like delicate dress. So it goes like, don't, I mean, all of it. Just New Year's Day.
King of my heart.
Oh, King of my heart.
I know. Well, that's the thing is it's just like, like I do not blame her. And I think it's hard because I think we thought that Rep was done and recorded. I mean, a long time ago. What? I don't know. A few years ago.
Clearly
before we knew that her and Joe were not in a good place. So I think I had not even thought about the fact of like, oh, it would be hard. Now, had her and Joe broke up in 2020, then the re-records start coming out in 2021, I might be like, oh, that really sucks to like have to re-record those. Mm-hmm. But when I thought it was already done, and then, 2 years later, she's breaking up with him. And then a year later, we're finding out like, actually like, nope, things were really not good. I don't know. It just, hindsight. It's wild. Ugh.
So crazy.
I just love, she really is so transparent throughout this entire letter.
I know, I love it.
She's
especially
so good
because we've been so hungry. And we were so fed today. We were so fed today.
So fed.
We got so much in this letter.
Oh my gosh, so much. Okay, I'll end it really quick because we're almost done.
We haven't even gotten through all of it.
I know. That's the wild thing. Okay, she says, I'm extremely heartened by the conversations this saga has reignited within my industry among artists and fans. Every time a new artist tells me they negotiated to own their master recordings in their record contract because of this fight, I'm reminded of how important it was for all of this to happen. Thank you for being curious about something that used to be thought of as too industry-centric for broad discussion. You'll never know how much it means to me that you cared. Every single bit of it counted and ended us up here. And I love that she said, like, ended us up here. Like, she did not need to, like, include all of us. But, like, that's just who she is. Like, ugh.
Yes.
And then she says, thanks to you and your goodwill, teamwork, and encouragement, the best things that have ever been mine finally actually are.
Oh, I love
Elated and amazed. So Taylor. I love it, too, because I love the song Mine, too.
I know.
Well, you even mentioned, you're like, I love that she used the You Belong With Me song. I was like,
yes, for the podcast. That like was so, I was like, oh,
I know.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
But it is really cool that like so many artists now are like, no, like I've seen what happens. Like I want my master recordings, and I'm sure some are unfortunately not in a place to be able to even have that opportunity
to negotiate
or
that.
But it's just cool that, and I love too that she said thanks for being able to like bring about this industry centric like topic for a broad discussion. Like I'm sure 20 years ago nobody would have ever thought that anybody would have cared whether an artist owned their masters or not. But
they're like, you want to own your masters? No, nobody does that. Yeah. That's not like, even on the table.
You don't need to go tell anybody in the public. Nobody cares. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Oh,
freaking
that letter. That letter was...
She's the man.
For reals, though.
So good.
Reals. Oh, I'm trying to think. I feel like there's a few things I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, I was going to say happy. When I was thinking about Rep, one of my first thoughts that came to my head was like, this is a really happy day for everybody that decided not to listen to Reputation until Taylor's version came out. Because here you go. You can listen.
Enjoy. And now it's #1 on Apple Music.
So incredible.
Which Miley's album came out today. Morgan Wallen's album. I know. Morgan Wallen's album came out
like last week, right?
Like this week. And like he took up like top 10 country Billboard or something. Kind of reminded me of Tortured Poets.
Yeah.
But
and even Debut was #4 on that list, which is also so cool.
I'm just giddy.
I know. It's just it's so cool. I'm really happy we'll eventually get vault tracks. I need to know. I saw somebody comment and say, do you think, I mean, obviously Karma, do you think the vault tracks could be like Karma, the album?
I like just put something out, make it orange, and call it Karma, whatever it is, and I'll just be so freaking happy.
But I mean, I've said this on the podcast before. She is the type that would do that.
She
would. I don't have a Karma album, but my fans want it. Like, I'll figure out a way to give it to them.
Yeah.
She's like, I only have like 7 vault tracks. Let me come up with like 3 other songs that maybe I would have written back then.
Yeah.
Like, call it Karma.
Oh my gosh. So I had two things I want to talk about.
Okay.
So there's a TS12 Easter egg in the letter.
Oh, yes. I forgot. Yes.
Yeah. So at the beginning of the letter where she says, all of the times I was this close reaching out for it, there are 12 eyes.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Honestly, when I like realized that there was 12 eyes, one of my first thought was Jess was right. Jess was right. I did not believe her, but TS12 was next and Jess called it. She called it.
I didn't know how it was gonna. I didn't know this was gonna be the path. Hey, I had a feeling. Matter.
You knew.
And I have ridden that.
You have.
All year. Like,
no, 100% you have.
I have like been like, oh, I can't decide, but like, I've been pretty strong TS12.
Oh, you 100% have.
And it makes a lot of the other. Yeah, it makes a lot of the other TS12 like
Easter eggs
that we've gotten like make more sense.
Yep.
We also haven't even talked about this yet. Like Carly and I are so curious. Like, how long has this been on the table? Yes. How long have they been negotiating? Supposedly you can look at the metadata on the photos and it says they were taken in March, but there's so many things to that. Either the camera date could have been wrong. That could also, I guess I don't know for sure, but like in my mind, I'm like, is that like a date they were like exported from editing and they could have been taken even farther like before that. Yeah. But like for sure, I think this has been in talks for a while.
Oh, 100%.
But I wonder how long she's like known for sure. It's like a done deal.
Yes.
And I know what made her decide to announce today. Like, was it finalized yesterday and she did it today?
Yeah.
Has she had them for a month or two? Yeah. And for some reason she picked today.
I just like thought of the fact though of like, that's why like there's been no movement on the trademarks.
Yeah.
She doesn't need them.
She doesn't need to.
But no, it is interesting. Because I know I saw that like the March, like the metadata on that. And part of me kind of thinks that it might be real. Because I feel like somebody, like the photographer caliber of somebody working with Taylor Swift probably has their settings like...
their dates, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel like somebody like that would be. So I can see that. It also just feels like that would make sense to me because... Yeah, I don't know how long, but it has to have been, I would say at least 6 months of like back and forth, like figuring stuff out and then like negotiating and then retalking and then teams talking and then, I don't know. It's just wild. It's wild to think that all of this has been happening and we had no idea. Yes. No idea.
I wanted to just read or I don't know, talk about just like a few. Let's talk. Oh, wait, no. Okay. I'll do this in a minute.
Okay.
I want to finish the letter thing. Okay. I want to know, well, first of all, it's very interesting. So if you guys remember Lauren Littman, we've had her on the podcast twice as a guest. She's a big swiftie. She's like a YouTuber. And she was talking about this a lot today, but she's like, I just like really want to know like the marketing strategy in like Taylor's mind. Like this is something that we are typically used to her posting on either Instagram or Tumblr. And it's really interesting that it only lives on her website. And that's also the only thing you can access on her website right now.
Yeah. Well, you can, from the homepage. If you click on if you scroll to the bottom and like click on like about, it takes you to a new page and then you can go to the top. I kept trying it.
Oh, really?
And then you can find the shop page.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's interesting that you have to like dig for it.
Yeah.
Like.
So it's still there.
It's still there, but it's not available from the homepage, like you said.
Yes.
Which is like an interesting choice. Like, why did she choose to do that? Like, there's no menu bar anywhere on this homepage.
Yes. And then, so yeah, it makes you wonder, like, what does that mean? And then I'm the the thing, the like letterhead or whatever you call it, is very interesting to me. Like, we've never seen like a design like that.
Like that.
And I love that it has like the jewels kind of like, it kind of like gives me like the whole, he's got my past frozen behind glass, and it's like breaking out of the glass.
Oh, that's kind of fun. I like that.
I don't know. It's just everything about it. The TS.
Yeah.
It just feels very specific to me. And I don't know if that's like a TS12 Easter egg, or if like,
I bet it is.
Because like so much is changing for her now. Like, are we going to see this big shift? I mean, we've talked about even like, it would be amazing if she had her own streaming service that like hosted all her music videos and her concert films and her documentaries. And I'm like, wait, she probably couldn't have done that in the past, but now she could do something like that. So like, it'll just be interesting to see like, what does the future look like?
I actually really like that could possibly be like a TS12 Easter egg.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like, I don't know, like royal in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it like makes me think of when Taylor Nation called her princess.
Yes.
So I'm like, like it feels
like a crest.
Yes.
Like a, yeah.
So I'm like, ooh. I also saw somebody say like, oh my gosh, the line, there's glitter on the floor after the party, is like reminding them of like the background for this, like glitter on the floor and then the papers on top. I saw that. I was like, that's so cute. I love that. But even the gold glitter gives me like glitter what I'm imagining. Yes, like TS12 to be like, I'm a princess and I've got glitter and gold and I'm fancy and I've got this fun crest and like, oh my gosh, I want more. I forgot I was gonna mention this when you brought up the like 12 with the this.
Yeah.
I saw somebody like tweeted and they were like, this is a real Easter egg, not y'all's mathematical sequences.
Yeah.
I was like,
also
Yep.
I'm like thinking even deeper about it. I'm like, she could have put 12 eyes in a lot of words. And I'm like, she put it right before the word close. Does that mean it's coming
like 12
soon? Because she could have put it in a couple places. Like, it worked well where she put it, but like, she could have put it somewhere else.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's cool. That's way fun. More.
I'm so excited for TS12. Like, so excited.
I know.
Okay, I want to just like talk about some of the like random things we've seen. It's so funny. Perfect. Carly and I were like, it's gonna be a short episode. This is gonna be a long episode.
I know. I'm like, where are we at right now? I don't even want to know.
I know. We're recording different than we usually do, so we don't even have like a time stamp to like know how long we've been going. So we have no idea how long it's gonna be.
And we're just gonna keep chatting.
All that needs to be said.
All the things. Okay, before we jump into like our random things that we've like seen, because I have like just like kind of funny random things that I've seen from people. What are there any song that you are excited that you can go listen to now? Like what people are saying, like guilt free.
Guilt free. Yes.
Okay, let's hear them.
I think a lot of us have probably seen this content today, but I am ecstatic to listen to the original Better Than Revenge. Yep. Ecstatic.
That is like, yes.
And I'm like, please don't change it. Please
I don't think she will.
Like,
I think she will. I mean, I guess she's changed. Yeah, she changed. Or should have said no.
Should have said no. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. One of those two. Yeah.
Well, mind your gay.
Like she changed the original.
But she did that like then. Like long time ago she did that.
A long time ago?
Okay. Yeah, like it was pretty like recent. Like in that era that she had done that. So that's probably the one that honestly, you guys can be upset with me, but I still listen to that one over the other one.
That was like the funniest thing.
I like just always listen to that.
What did they say? Like misogyny is back.
Yes.
So
Honestly, I
funny.
feel like there's a lot on Speak Now. Just like
Yeah.
in general, that I liked the original better. I did see like
Yes.
quite a few people post Long Live being one that they liked
Mm,
the original. I always liked the original Dear John better. I just
yeah.
felt like there felt like a little bit more like
Loss of
emotion
the
and like
emotion.
yes. So I'm really excited about that. I honestly am just excited to go back and re-listen to the originals. There's
All of
just
it.
something
I
about
know.
it.
And I'm really bad. We've talked about this a lot. I'm really bad at like going back.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is gonna like ignite this like excitement for me to like go back and listen to like the originals
Yes.
and just like
Yeah.
relive it all and
So I have been just like randomly every week just picking one album, like old. I
oh, that's
started at
smart.
Debut and I did that, and then like I did Fearless and Speak Now. I need to do Red again. I haven't gotten to that one yet. But I'm just gonna start texting you now and be like, all right,
Yes.
this week listen to Debut.
Yes. Okay, I love it.
That's your goal for the
That's your
week.
assignment for
Yeah,
the
assignment.
week.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh my
Okay, yeah,
gosh.
that was like because I just had seen people like talking about like, oh, like now I don't have to feel guilty, which actually leads to one of the things Jack Antonoff's post.
Yes.
I love when he posts. It's like
Yes.
so fun. But
The
honestly, it
best.
was the caption. So he posted a video of like him and Taylor listening to Getaway Car when it was like finished. And his caption just rep forever guilt free listening. I just like love it. I love it so much. I'm like,
It's
that
so
is
funny.
like Jack gets it. He is a Swiftie.
Yes.
He gets
Yes.
it.
Oh my gosh. It's so
Uh,
fun.
on it and
Makes
like
you wonder, like, it makes you wonder if people like that, like Jack or even Taylor or people really close to Taylor, like, did they not
no or not.
listen? No, did they
Oh.
not listen to stolen
Oh.
versions? Like, were they like, you know, because me and you were like, oh, like it's fine, whatever. But you
Yeah.
wonder if people like that are like hard
Yeah.
nose. Like, did
He
Jack
seems like the
not
type.
listen to Getaway Car for all this time, you know?
Oh yeah. I mean they played it on the Eras tour.
Yeah, that's
He
different.
seems like the
But
type though that would not like go back and listen. Like he seems
yeah,
like the type that's like I'm going to make a stand like with my
yeah.
friend. Honestly, it was so cool to see how many people were sharing about it. Like fans, but also like her friends, like Selena.
I know.
I what yes, you did that, Tay. So proud.
I
I
know.
like I just think seeing things like that or like seeing Jack post about it or like seeing all the Eras tour like dancers post about it. Um I just thought like there was even just like artists. Like I think was it Kesha I saw like posted
Kesha,
like Patrick Mahomes like retweeted
Gracie.
it. Yeah, like it was just so cool to see how many people Taylor Swift has influenced in a positive way
Hmm.
because you don't just reshare that or like talk about it for anybody.
Yeah.
And to see the amount of people that like got hyped for her and was like talking about it and
Hmm.
sharing about it, I think that says a lot about the kind of person and the kind of friend that Taylor is. And
Hmm.
I just love that.
It's like this worldwide celebration of like all these people that have just been like cheering for her and wanting her to get this for
Yeah.
so long and to see her finally have it is like so surreal
I
on
know.
like so forever like people on all levels.
Yeah. Yeah.
So uh,
I'm trying to think.
um some other random
Yeah.
fun things. I love someone said, this is better than Rep TV. This is
Oh yeah.
Reputation. The whole thing, reclaiming herself, all of it.
Yeah. Oh,
So good.
I love that. I gotta pull up. I
Or
had
like
saved
Rep
some.
TV literally not coming is the funniest thing to ever happen in the fandom.
It's so so true. I love the. I kind of love that we made Taylor rich enough from the Eras tour that she could buy these. And then somebody responded and was like, "This is the charity I was donating to when I spent every dollar I had on the Eras tour." By the way, it's just like, yeah, like for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was gonna say There was another one. Oh, yeah. Somebody said Taylor right now and then just posted the lyrics to The Last Great American Dynasty. And it just said, and then it was bought by me. I just, like, love when people have, like, come up with, like, the lyrics to, like, say what was going on.
I loved this. It's like a... it's like a side-by-side.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, when Scooter bought the Masters, she wrote this big, long letter that was, like, super gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
So the end of that letter, she signed it sad and grossed out with like a broken heart emoji and then Taylor. And then this one, it was elated and amazed Taylor. Like those side by side.
Like what a difference. What a difference.
What a difference. And then obviously the one that was like, who's going to tell her, you know, like the sad version of her and like her owning them. It's so good.
Oh, I think those are all my like random ones. We both.
I know. I think so too.
Similar ones,
I guess did we say all the people that had like shared about it? I had something I wanted to share.
Great, let's hear
that,
it.
Like was so cute. I can't remember if I sent this in our group text, but Tess posted it, so you probably saw it. The picture.
Oh my gosh, yes. Of like rep and debut.
So there's this really cute picture that someone created of like the rep Taylor and debut Taylor. And they put on it, they said, it's time to go back home, sister, together.
Chills.
And it was so cute because like, I need to remember what exactly Tess said.
Didn't she say like, well, I don't know. Maybe
she said her name and her reputation were hers. She never needed to reclaim them. How freaking poetic.
Yes. I know. Like watching that and like Tess was kind of tearing up. I'm like, you're gonna make me cry. Like I can't watch you say that. Like
it's so poetic that like those specifically were the last two.
Yeah.
And that those are the two that like don't need re-records. It's
honestly, it's like, how does this work out for her? Like, how do these things like fall into line? Because she's a mastermind. Oh man. Happy Tapendence Day, everybody.
Done. Happy Tapendence Day. May 30th forever. Long live May 30th.
Yeah. That was fun. I'm really glad because we kind of went back and forth. Well, it was funny because we were supposed to record tonight. Yes. And then I was like, actually, like, let's just do it tomorrow. Like, things, like, lined up better. And then today we were both like, so I guess we are recording today. And then we were like, or do we record tomorrow? Do we record next week? Do we put it for a Tuesday episode? And you were just like, no. Like, we just got to, like, put it up. It is an emergency episode. And honestly, it is. Like, this is like,
huge.
Red sirens, go, 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 go. Everybody freaking out. We got to repost
everything
that
now.
You got it. Okay, that reel that we always make with the like sports people. You gotta go. Yeah,
you're right. I'm doing that right now.
Perfect.
When we get off of this,
love it. I just feel like we always do that, and it's so good.
I want to end with two things.
Perfect.
One, we have not said this on here. It's funny because some people are like so mad we're not getting Rep TV.
Yeah.
I am the complete opposite. I'm like, hallelujah, we don't have to clown for Rep anymore.
I know.
Thank the heavens. I feel like I can relax. I can chill.
I mean,
and just excitingly wait for TS12 whenever she wants to put it.
It was too long. It was too much. I mean, like, I feel like I had said that before on the podcast too. Like, I'm ready for Rep TV to come, not because like I'm excited for Rep TV, but because like this is exhausting.
I want to stop talking about it.
Yeah, like, it's too much. It's too much. I will say, though, like, some of the little fun clowning I will miss. But I saw somebody say, like, well, now what are we supposed to clown about? And I'm like, no, you guys don't get it. Like, we have been clowning in the fandom for forever. Like, she's always given us little Easter eggs. And so, like, we can clown for TS12. Like, she has been leaving Easter eggs for forever, and she is always hinting about what's coming next. Like, it's not like clowning is totally going to stop. I think it's going to settle down, which will be very nice.
Be nice.
But, like, you don't have to feel like, because I do think some people feel like, oh, well, now what am I supposed to do? You know?
Yeah.
Like, this is over, and now, like, I don't...
Go listen to the original albums. That's what you should go do. If you don't know what to do because you can't call, just go listen to the original albums.
For real.
Go reminisce on all the past clowning we've done.
Listen to our podcast.
Yes. Listen to our podcast. Love it. And then the other thing I want to say is, what do you think is... like, what does the rest of this year look like? Because we've been operating on the assumption of, like, something's got to come out by, like, fall.
Yeah.
But, like, that's out the window.
Yeah.
So, like, especially with, like, how off the grid she's been, this happening.
Yeah.
Like, do you think we'd get TS12 in the fall? Do you think it's going to be a while? Do you think we're still going to get a documentary soon? Like... what do you think?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. Do
you think she's going to re-put out, like, original stuff? Merch, vinyl, CDs from, like...
oh, maybe.
her original stuff?
She could, like, kind of redo the website to, like, have all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I could see her doing that. It's hard... because, like, even last night when we recorded our, like... Patreon episode, our bonus, what's the word I'm looking for? Subscriber. There you go. Our subscriber episode, I think I mentioned, like, the, like, longer we've gone this year, the more I'm thinking, like, maybe she is going to take, like, a year break and just, like, not do much. And now, like, seeing that, like, she got her master's back, like, it gives her even more of a chance to just, like, settle down, take a break, like, do her thing. I don't think that means, though, that, like, she's not excited for TS12. Mm-hmm. And I think she's probably close to being finished with it, personally, if she's not finished with it already. So I'm torn, because I could 100% see her releasing it in the fall. Mm-hmm. And I feel like fall would be, like, a really good time to release it. It's, like, enough away from, like, Tortured Poets. I feel like it kind of, like, puts her, like, back on the track that she used to have, too, of, like, fall albums. But at the same time, like, she never does the same thing. Like, she could do whatever she wanted. I don't know. I don't know. I think the documentary is still coming. When? I don't know. Mm-hmm. That one makes me seem more like maybe she'll wait for, like, an anniversary of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, because then you could even think, okay, so she still is going to give us debut, it sounds like. Yeah. She eventually is going to give us rep vault tracks. Like, there's still so much that she can give us.
Yeah.
But I do feel like her putting out this letter made it feel like not as much pressure to give it all to us. Right.
Yes.
Or like in
I
this
also have had, like, a shift, I think, because of this, as far as the documentary goes. We kept saying, like, you know, I'm like, the farther we get away from the Eras Tour, it's making me wonder, like, are we going to get this documentary? But I'm now wondering if the documentary is going to be more broad than without, like, more broad outside the Eras Tour. Like, originally I thought it was going to be, like, an Eras Tour documentary. Same. But now I'm wondering if it's going to just be, like, a documentary of, like, the last, you know, 3, 4, 5 years and into this year, like, getting her master's back. Maybe talking even back about back when they got taken. And, like, when
100%.
they got purchased. And then, like, the Eras Tour and, like, her and Travis and... making of Tortured Poets or something. I don't know. Like, I wonder if it's just going to be more broad than the Eras Tour.
Yeah. Oh, I actually
which makes
think
me feel like we could not get it till next year or beyond, honestly. So, but yeah, I agree. I still think TS12 is coming soon.
Okay.
And I definitely like the idea of it coming out in the fall. I could totally see that because, like you said, it puts her back kind of on, like, her typical schedule. And I also, like, the reason I think TS12 is going to come soon and she's not going to hold it back just because she quote unquote needs a break.
Yeah.
Is the whole reasoning I thought it was coming from the get-go is like, it's going to be a lot about Travis.
Yeah.
I'm sure the inspiration is just like
flowing,
flooding out of her. And she's excited to put it out.
Yeah.
And I think it would be so fun to have a Taylor Travis album come out at the like
during
in conjunction with football season.
That would be
like,
so...
oh my gosh, like
I love
it just feels so like serendipitous.
Yeah. No, it totally does.
And like, I mean, she's having like, I mean, I'm not saying she can't take a break or whatever, but like the break she's getting if she like waits till fall to put it out, like that's a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and then like also Travis will be busy with football.
Yeah.
And so like that would be a good time for her to be doing things like that. I don't know.
And I think the whole thing with like the break is really interesting to me because I think she does probably want a break. Mm-hmm. But she is the type of person that I don't see necessarily loving to take a break. To me, feels like the type of person that's like, okay, like, I went hard and I need to like, you know, take a little step back and enjoy time with my boyfriend and my family and just make music and like record and like not go, but like she doesn't seem like the type that is going to wait a long time because she loves this so much and she is so driven and she loves it so much that like you put those two things together and it's like she's not just gonna like wait around for nothing. Like she is working on TS12 and I'm sure she's going to want to put it out as soon as she can.
Yeah. I think as she said, and as we see, like she loves the work. She loves to do it. It's her life. It's her favorite thing. And so I think when she's like taking a break or whatever, I think she just like loves the mental and physical break of like being out of the spotlight for a minute.
Yeah.
Obviously we've established like she enjoys going out. She enjoys being in the spotlight somewhat, but like obviously everyone needs a break from that sometimes. And it would be exhausting to just be like, so everyone's focus, like so hardcore for so long. And, you know, regardless of there being so much positive, there's always plenty of negative too. And so like, I think kind of just like, being out of the spotlight and having that little break and then like getting back into it, going to football games again, having a new album come out, like, you know, go through that again is probably more like people are like, she doesn't have to write music. I'm like, she writes music whether she wants to or not.
She likes it. She enjoys it.
She does it in her sleep and she loves it. It like makes her happy. So I'm sure she's just been continually doing that.
Yep.
So,
what a good episode.
What a great
I'm glad
episode.
we were finally able to like chat about it.
I know.
And now chat about it with all of you listening.
I know.
So good.
So fun. We like went back and forth because normally we would probably make an episode like this for our subscribers.
Yeah,
only.
This is very similar to how our subscriber episodes go.
Yeah, and we were like, no way. This is like, too big of a moment. This is for all of the fandom. Everybody. Like, we got to put it out to everyone. Yep. So we hope you enjoyed this today.
Yes.
We're recording this the day that it came out. So this is going to come out on Saturday, which I know is going to be kind of throw everyone off, but we'll continue with our regular episodes on Tuesday. We have our part 2 of Carly Kloss. So you won't want to miss that.
So good.
Oh, what a time to be a Swiftie.
For real, though. It is a great day to be a Swiftie.
It's a great day to be a Swiftie.
Yes. On that note, I think we end.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.